Then stance.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Say take time.
Take time.
Sweep in front, sweep behind.
Sweep in front, sweep behind.
Raise the sun and moon.
Raise the sun and moon.
Vulture cools its wings.
Vulture cools its wings.
Double bow spears a flower.
Double bow spears the flower.
Duck traverses water.
Duck traverses water.
Press
10,000 pounds.
Double dragons leap from sea.
Double dragons leap from sea.
Establish an iron bridge.
Establish an iron bridge.
Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge right.
Soft bridge right.
Hero holds a pot.
Hero holds a pot.
Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea.
Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea.
Crane flashes wings.
Crane flashes wings.
Crane folds wings.
Crane folds wings.
Twin daggers cut the bridge.
Twin daggers cut the bridge.
Tiger defends left.
Tiger defends left.
Tiger defends right.
Tiger defends
right.
right.
Tiger defends behind.
Tiger defends behind.
Tiger cleans its whiskers.
Tiger
Cleans
cleans its whiskers.
In iron body.
And
Iron body.
Good job. Ooh.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
With the, I think it was the one where, I think this one?
Vulture
Okay, is it, which,
fold wings.
yeah, which one is in front, which hand?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? Okay.
They're all.
And when,
there's that old saying. Doesn't matter what you do in life, we all end up in the same place. It's the same thing. They're both gonna end the same way.
when Tiger cleans his whiskers,
Those are outside blocks.
okay, so it's just like this?
Yep.
Because my hands were going like that.
Oh,
Because I was getting myself.
this is good. So when we do our tiger defends, those are gonna be blocks. Those are gonna be our inside blocks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When we do our tiger cleans his whiskers, it's gonna be outside blocks. Yeah, outside blocks.
And they're still gonna be like crossing the midline like we would.
Yeah, they're still gonna
right?
be crossing the midline because it's almost like they're coming from. It's not quite to the shoulder because we don't want to collapse them all the way in.
Right.
But they're definitely coming past that.
Like even past, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like when I was doing them at home,
Yeah.
I think I was doing like kind of staying to the side too much
Yeah.
and not doing that kind of sweeping.
So they end pretty much in front of you.
Okay.
So whenever it's at this position, that's about where they want to be. Okay.
Like right next to your head? if you're
Right.
here.
Yeah. Pretty much. You want it to
Like
be
right
about-
above your shoulder?
Be even with your shoulder. Yep. Even with that shoulder.
I think what I'm struggling with too is like, with the ones that we practiced, there felt like there's like that point where you stop, you know?
Yeah.
And these, it's like,
There is no stop.
I don't know what to do with my arms.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's why I was going weird.
It's like there's
with
no
my-
resistance. It's
Yeah.
just,
I was just going, wow.
because the other one, I feel solid. Because those are like,
Doesn't matter that much. You can write it down later. I really need two of these. This should work. I really want to just punch you. That's the best way to learn. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. It's going to go punch, punch, punch. Does it make sense now?
yes, sir. Yeah, it's like you need something to actually,
Yeah, to feel.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right. You need something to.
You need to feel that.
Yeah, that feels better now.
Isn't it weird how that happens?
Yeah.
All you need is an application.
Once those punching bags are up, it's gonna be a lot more fun to do certain things.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
We can do the inside blocks. So the inside block is gonna, it's gonna be here because you want to hit it hard, and it really depends on what we're doing. If you want to hook it, because sometimes like it's gonna kind of hook in, but we want to just push down. So it's a block and push down, and a block and push in. And I want you to kind of feel that one too. Block, push down, block, push down.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, that's the inside block.
defense right and left.
Yes, defends right, defends left. And what we want to do is kind of don't turn so much. We don't pull them back, so just stay right. where you-
Is there a certain amount of times we have to do this, or does it?
Yes, well, in the form,
Cause I never knew, like I was never told or anything.
so we're gonna do, there's 5, well, we're gonna do 4, and then that 5th one, there's gonna be a block down. Okay? So it's going to go, doesn't matter which way, we can face the wall. But, I'm gonna start with that left, we're gonna start with that left hand. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that left hand is gonna be 5, and we're just gonna block down, we're gonna step out. And then that right hand is going to strike. Okay, so then we're gonna reset, we're gonna start with that right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, that 5th one, step, block, strike.
So we start with left for the left
Mm-hmm.
one, right?
Strike, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that 5th one, strike. We're gonna start with it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, that 5th one,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
that 5th one, you're gonna step in and block,
And
and
sideways.
then do that strike. Yep. Grab that kidney. It's a joke, but we're gonna be doing a lot of kidney strikes later.
So with that one, so you're blocking out, right?
Yes.
And then, are you like assuming that maybe like you grab them and then like you turn them, and that's the, cause like kidneys are in the back, right? So it'd be like you
Yeah.
turn them and then.
You don't have to, you don't even have to grab. If I come in to kick, we're doing our tiger defense right.
Right.
So come in to kick.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you're just pushing the person by
Yep.
the leg?
Get
Yep.
some clearance.
You would actually.
And then you push them.
You would be surprised at how easily it is to turn somebody while they're kicking.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of leverage. I mean, my leg's way out there. Look at all that leverage. I've got nothing.
Right, that's so true.
It's, the only thing that's keeping me from turning is my knee,
Yeah, which,
and it's just gonna give. It's just gonna let you go.
Yeah.
And
My
if
hip's
you
gonna-
resist, you're gonna break your, you
Well, he
could break.
can't. I can't.
what does he have to resist with?
I
Yeah.
don't have anything to resist with. I can resist as much as I want to with my hip, but my knee is going to give.
Unless he's the strongest man on earth,
Yeah,
and even then, probably gonna fall over.
yeah, you'll just fall over. It's gonna be,
Well,
it's gonna
plus,
be
if
really,
he's kicking,
if I'm kicking, I'm
He's
coming
he's
in,
gonna be going that way
I'm
anyway.
gonna be going that way.
So advantage me, because
Yeah.
I'm rooted and I'm in both.
Could you like, to get out, like to get from being, like a vulnerable, like with your back to him, could you just like tumble or something?
You could, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do, but,
I mean, there's a lot.
but the thing is, we're going about that fast. You have to know what's going on. All right, you wanna try?
Sure.
Face the wall. All right, face the wall. Or we just did our left block. Now you're gonna do your right block. See how easy that was?
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. And here's the thing, you've also got that mechanical advantage because you're using your hip to do that movement.
And I wasn't even pushing hard, so if you're
No.
pushing hard, you may not even need this part, like just,
That part's the strike.
that's a strike, but
That's
like,
the cherry on top.
but you don't always need the cherry.
Not always. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of this is, and I always talk about this, it's like, it really is body mechanics, it's being in a favorable position for levels.
Right.
And I mean, you being a trainer, you know that, like, there's certain positions you can't lift weights in.
Right.
I can't be like this and
No.
start picking any weights.
That's
That's
a
not
useless position.
It's a useless position.
That's true.
But there's gonna, I mean, your body's gonna be in a lot of positions, like standing straight up or sitting or whatever, that there's a lot of movements you just can't do.
Right.
And so when we're sparring, it's like, if you're on one leg, you are not rooted at all.
No. And even a lot of people when they're punching.
Yeah.
That's
you're-
why, like,
you're-
the
you're
kicks
gonna be
have to be
rooted in that back
faster.
leg. Yeah. And that's why with a punch, whenever you do that punch, if, you don't want, very okay if I grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you do your punch, like, and you come off that back leg, it's super easy to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything. Yeah, you can already feel that. As soon as I
Well, even if you, just getting there, you're
Yeah.
already, you
Yeah.
have to kind of lean.
You have to lean.
You
You
put
need
up your roots.
And that's why one of the things we talk about is like, you wanna make sure that you don't overextend.
Right,
We talk about that quite a bit.
right.
And that's one of the things I will definitely do when we do our sparring combos, is a lot of times like, we're gonna end with like some sort of punch, and like, if you reach and you leave it out there, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it and pull it. Just never leave a punch out for somebody to grab.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
I'm good at learning things in Kung Fu. I think the issue that I have though is that, not being afraid during sparring.
You can't not be afraid during sparring.
It's cause like, it's hard to like, I'm saying like to make sense in America, but it's hard to, you know,
It's
go
hard to- Yeah,
in.
see, it's hard to not be afraid.
Yeah.
Well, because that's the natural instinct, is
Yeah.
to fear that, so you
Just
gotta
to fear
override
that.
it.
Especially when it's like somebody my size. I'm like probably about 40 pounds heavier than you. I'm taller, I'm stronger. If I'm coming at you aggressively, you're gonna be defensive.
Right.
Yeah, but even like when someone who's like my dad against you, even though he's a lot taller than you, he doesn't know all the moves you know.
No, you
So it's like when I
you
go.
meet anybody on the street, you don't know how many moves they know. You have to be very careful because you don't know if you're about to fight somebody that is a very well accomplished martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if you're going up against somebody that knows absolutely nothing. Because one of the scariest things is like, whenever I've sparred against somebody that was just like a white sash that came in and said they wanted to spar, and just watching them do things like, you know how we fight, right?
Yeah.
You know what my moves are gonna do, and then they're just doing random stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to defend against it because we have trained ourselves to fight against other people that know how to fight.
At that point, you should just like grab their arm, punch them, and run
Well,
away.
you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know if I'm about to punch. They're very nervous.
Oh.
Fights are very random.
Yeah.
So you need to, part of this is like, we train you by putting you in a lot of fights. You just have to be in a lot of fights to get over that fear.
Mhm.
It's like swimming.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Took me forever to get over the fear of swimming. All right,
I-
let's grab our staff.
Yes,